Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Dr. Shahira. How are you today? So, for this video, we are going to learn about how to ace an interview and public speaking. Of course, this one is a sharing session video, but it's not that easy, especially if it's your first time going for an interview or doing public speaking. All right, so let's get started. All right. So, interview. What is the meaning of interview? It is essentially a structured conversation where interviewer or a panel of interviewers ask questions and the interviewee will provide answers. So, the word interview is always one-on-one conversation between interviewer and an interviewee. And currently, because due to the COVID-19, of course, in the era of IR 4.0 digitalization, we always will have online interview, right? So be prepared with that. So there are three stages of interview. Number one, pre-interview. Number two, during interview session. And number three, post-interview. So pre-interview. Pre-interview, please, to all of you, when you receive a letter of an interview session, what you need to do is to have a research, to make a research, to conduct a research about the potential employer. You really need to know who's who in that and who's going to interview you. And in Malaysia, okay, title is very important. You need to know who you need to address, whether it's Tuan, Puan, Doctor, Dato, Tan Sri, and so forth. Okay, why? Because it is a part of Malaysian culture during the formal setup. And you need to go through the company website, blog, or social media to know the product, services, and client base, and read recent press releases or the news about the company projection, growth, and stability, and review the organizational background, especially on the mission. Okay. Then during the pre-interview, to review the job description, get to know what is the things that you're supposed to do. Get to know the task. Yeah. And make a list of frequent asked questions. Please, I have given to you, to my student, I have given to you the list of the frequent questions. You can also just Google, there are many other frequent questions and also tips how to answer. This is very important for you to practice and be able to ace your interview. For example, especially on the background, okay, give only a brief, precise, and a impressive background so that do skip the part that I like dogs, but sometimes I like to sleep so long, or I have so many siblings. Skip that part, but concentrate on more professional based background. Yeah. So a pre-interview also, practice answering interview question. Yes, practice is important, especially if you know that it is something that is not easy for you. You will feel nervous and so forth. By preparing the conversation with the guidance of the questions that you have received, you will able to control the nervousness and to be able to speak fluently during the interview session. Organize the document, make sure the document in order, the cover letter, degree. You need to actually show that you're really looking forward and really well prepared for the interview. Okay, so job application emails. This is one of the job application email. You can also see more in the website, in various websites. Try to find the one that within Malaysia website if you are in Malaysia, and also other other countries' way of letter writing. There are a little bit here and there differences between the different countries. Like in Malaysia, we need to put the subject, okay? The subject application of what, job reference of what, yeah? So during the interview session, okay, during the interview, be punctual. Okay, check the distance of the venue. So now we have the app to check. If it is online, make sure you have the best connection, internet connection, and you need to make sure that your surrounding or your background is a professional setup. There's no towel hanging behind you and so forth. Okay, make sure it is professional setup, and make sure they can see at least half of your body. All right, and decide beforehand how you would like to commute and plan your time. Okay, of course, be early, 30 minutes. But when it comes to online, maybe you can be early, 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, be well prepared. Even it's online, everything must be perfect. Okay, just like to actually portray, to show that you really serious about getting the job. So dress appropriately, of course, during the interview. Okay, for ladies, please put some makeup. Why? Because you will look brighter. And for males, so please comb your hair properly. This is Malaysia. It's quite conservative. If you are going to get a job from a conservative company or corporate company, they always want a short hair. They always want it to be neat, tie, coat, and everything. Okay. Yes, it doesn't sound like upholding freedom of choice, but seriously, when we want to get a job, we need to follow a certain protocol and certain dress code of the company. Yeah. So, like if you know the corporate color, so the way they dress, so maybe you would like to actually have some corporate color on your dress a bit. Okay. Dress appropriate. Try to review the company website, and also business casual outfit. Okay, it's very important. Body language. While waiting for your turn, sit properly. This is if it is offline or in reality. So the way you speak to people, okay, do not say, oh, I'm nervous lah, what to do. Don't, okay? Keep yourself, yes, everybody is actually nervous, but you do not have to say it out loud, okay? Try to contain it. All right, interview a room, sit, and answer question. Be firm but yet polite. Don't be so shy, or don't actually portray too much of the nervousness. I'm sure, yes, it's not easy to actually contain your nervousness or shyness, or even the feeling of you are really scared. But this is the thing about the pre-interview things that you're supposed to do. Okay, do a lot of practice before the day of the interview session. Believe me, it works. Okay. In case you do not know an answer, be honest and pass the question. Or do your best to answer in a different manner, but at the end of the day, you say that you are going to find out about it further. Okay. Keep your statement crisp, short, and precise. Do not go all around. And another thing, okay, do your best to, when you say, for example, I am good in organizing an event. Then you need to actually mention about one event that is stated in your CV that you have done it well. Okay, so that's a backup of evidence. Ask question to the interviewer during the end of session that reflecting the professionality. Don't ask how's my interview, do I look so nervous. Don't ask that question. What you need to ask, you ask about how I can develop my career in your company. That kind of question is better, or any smart question that you can ask. You can also ask about your salary if you want to know, but the way you ask it is going to give an impression. So you can ask and just be polite about it. During ending the interview, okay, say thank you for their time and express your hope that you will hear from them and you're willing to work hard, and we'll appreciate if you get the job, and just leave the room politely. Okay, so post interview, usually you need to analyze because you are going to be prepared for future interviews. Don't be so harsh about yourself. If you didn't do well in the first one, there are more interviews. I'm telling you, there are so many very important and also very successful person today. They have had a lot of disaster interview and a lot of rejection. So the most important is to be positive and persevere and keep on doing it until and improve it until you get to somewhere. Okay, so here once you need to you need to actually follow up. Yeah, the word is actually follow up the interview. Okay, you email and say thank you and hope to hear from the interviewees. So now we go to tips of public speaking. So public speaking is when you speak to a big group of people, all right, to listen. And usually you need to speak louder. So now we also have online public speaking, like what I'm doing now is online public speaking, whereby I give I share my some information about public speaking to a big audience in YouTube. Tips to ace in interview in public speaking. Number one, put your audience first. All right. So what you need to do is you need to understand the audience needs. All right. Be prepared. Okay, like I prepared the slide. Okay, outline, don't script. Okay, what you need to do, if you put it in the script, then you will be reading. So what you need to do is to put an outline. What is the main point? Then you are able to elaborate. But the thing is, we need to practice. Practice is everything. At the earlier stage, it will be not easy for you to do public speaking, but if you keep on doing it, okay, from time to time, you'll be able to speak better and better. This is all about skills, all right? Practice makes perfect. Making eye contact with an audience is very important so that you know. So when I'm doing this YouTube video, I'll be trying to focus that people will have eye contact with me during while watching this video. All right, stand up straight. Okay, I'm sitting straight and be yourself because nobody else want to see a pretentious speaker. Okay, so be yourself. Okay, embrace your uniqueness and just speak freely and inshallah articulately. So put the audience first, as I mentioned before. Be well prepared. Okay, think of a strong introduction that will grab people attention. For example, like Cairo, I mean, it's a very simple, hi guys, you know, it's a very simple but warm and also friendly. So it is an introduction that everybody wants to hear when it comes to Cairo Amin. Okay. So outline, don't script. Okay. So don't script don't just write everything, but just put a little bit of your points. Practice makes perfect, as I mentioned before. Okay, eye contact with the audience, of course, and stand up straight. Okay, don't slouch. Okay, don't make a posture that indicates that you are so nervous. All right. So when you because your body language, okay, when the way you sit, the way you stand is actually giving a non-verbal message, okay, to the audience. And be yourself, of course, so that you are able to have fun. And when you have fun as a speaker, your audience also will have fun. So that's all for this video. All the best, and let's construct the best reality for you and me and everybody around us. Reality at best, inshallah. Bye.